The sun dipped behind the tall pine trees, painting the sky in warm gold and soft purple. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves, and the little cabin in the clearing glowed with a warm, welcoming light. Inside, something special was waiting to be discovered. Harley wandered across the creaky wooden floor, her tiny slippers making soft tapping sounds. She loved exploring the cabin, especially when the fire crackled and shadows danced on the walls. Tonight felt different. Like an adventure was calling her name. Harley pointed her flashlight toward Grandpa George's old rocking chair. The beam flickered like a little firefly. She knelt down, brushed away a puff of dust, and gasped. A small clay box, wrapped tightly in twine, was tucked beneath the chair as if it had been waiting just for her. Grandpa George knelt beside her, his clay knees groaning softly. Grandma Mary leaned in, her patchwork shawl brushing the floor. When they opened the box, they found old prayer journals, pages filled with years of hope, tears, and God's gentle guidance. As George read the first line, the words glowed softly, as if the prayers themselves were alive with love. Harley picked up a bright crayon and a fresh page from the journal. Her little hands moved slowly and carefully. She wanted her first prayer to be perfect. She wrote in big, colorful letters, "Thank you God for my family." Grandma Mary smiled and hung the page on a twine line across the cabin wall. The paper swayed gently as the stars blinked outside the window. The cabin glowed with warmth and peace. The journals rested safely on the table, holding stories of faith from long ago. Harley snuggled close to her grandparents and whispered softly, "God? I want to write more tomorrow." And in that quiet moment, surrounded by love, the little cabin felt like the safest place in the world. The fire crackled softly as Harley placed Grandpa George's prayer journals on the table, a proud smile on Grandma Mary's face beside her. Grandpa George rocked gently in his old chair, watching the girls with warm, loving eyes. "Well now. Looks like this old chair still has a few surprises left," he chuckled. Mikia, a light-skinned girl with soft light brown hair, stood quietly beside Grandma Mary, observing the journals glowing in the firelight. A warm curiosity stirred within her. "Come on, sweetheart. Let's see what your grandpa left for you," Grandma Mary urged. Grandpa George added with a grin, "I always said the Lord hides blessings in the quiet places." Mikia walked toward Grandpa George's rocking chair, her grandparents by her side. Grandma Mary knelt beside her, while Grandpa George leaned forward, his eyes twinkling. "Check a little deeper, Mikia. I think there's something meant just for you," he encouraged. With her grandparents guiding her, Mikia reached under the chair. Her fingers brushed against something smooth and cool. She pulled it out slowly and gasped in amazement. In her palm rested a small prayer stone, round and gentle, inscribed with a single word, "Faith." Grandpa George spoke softly, pride evident in his voice, "I carried that stone for years. Through every prayer. Through every storm. And now, it's yours." Grandma Mary, teary-eyed, added, "He always said faith was something you hold onto." Mikia held the stone close, its meaning weighing upon her. She realized she wasn't alone, Grandma Mary was beside her, and Grandpa George was smiling proudly at her. This was not just a treasure, it was a lesson, a gift, a reminder that faith is something you carry with you. Mikia placed her prayer stone beside Harley's journals. Two treasures. Two blessings. Two pieces of Grandpa George's heart. Grandpa George smiled and said, "And that's just the beginning, girls." Grandma Mary nodded, adding, "Your grandpa always said, faith and prayer are the greatest treasures we can leave behind." And with both of them by her side, Mikia's adventure had only just begun, filled with warmth and the promise of cherished memory. After Mikia placed her glowing prayer stone beside Harley's journals, the cabin grew quiet once more. The gentle creak of Grandpa George's rocking chair resonated in the stillness as he leaned forward, a warm smile lighting up his face. "Well now. Looks like it's your turn, Caleb," he said, his voice filled with a comforting warmth. Caleb felt a familiar tug at his heart, just as the others had experienced earlier. Grandma Mary, standing nearby, smiled encouragingly. "Your grandpa left something for you too, sweetheart," she added, her eyes twinkling with joy. Caleb, filled with anticipation, knelt beside the rocking chair, his heart racing with curiosity. He glanced beneath it and spotted a small wooden box, intricately crafted, with his name lovingly carved on top. "A treasure. For me?" he whispered softly, his voice barely above a murmur. He reached for the box with trembling hands, a sense of wonder washing over him. As he opened it, a brass compass revealed itself, sparkling in the soft light filtering through the cabin windows. The needle glowed faintly, as if it held a secret all its own. Grandpa George beamed with pride, his eyes shining as he spoke, "That compass guided me through many seasons of life. Now it's yours." Caleb took a moment to absorb the significance of the gift, feeling the weight of his grandpa's legacy in his hands. Holding the compass close, he noticed that the needle began to lift, slowly and surely, pointing toward the woods behind the cabin. It was as if the compass was not just a navigational tool, but a beacon guiding him toward new adventures and undiscovered paths, just as his grandpa had once traveled. The connection to his grandfather felt profound and comforting. In this moment, another treasure had been found, another piece of Grandpa's legacy revealed. The warmth of family, love, and the promise of new journeys enveloped Caleb, leaving him with a heart full of gratitude and excitement for the adventure. Caleb placed his glowing compass beside Makia's prayer stone and Harlow's journals. The treasures shimmered together, filling the cabin with warmth. Grandpa George smiled at the kids, saying, "3 treasures found. But there's still one more waiting." 13-year-old Olivia stepped forward, her long blonde hair brushing her shoulders as she felt a flutter of excitement. The rocking chair creaked softly, as if calling her closer. "Go on, sweetheart. Your treasure is close," Grandma Mary encouraged gently. Olivia knelt beside the chair, her hair falling forward as she leaned in, eager to see what lay hidden. Tucked beside one of the wooden legs was a small velvet pouch tied with a golden string. Olivia gasped softly, asking, "It's for me?" With trembling fingers, she opened the pouch and pulled out a beautiful golden ribbon that shimmered like sunlight. Grandpa George's warm voice filled the air, explaining, "That ribbon belonged to your great-grandmother. She wore it whenever she wanted to bring joy into a room." Grandma Mary smiled, adding, "And you, Olivia. You bring joy everywhere you go, even on the days you don't feel like you do." Olivia held the ribbon close, her eyes shining with understanding and pride. As she tied the ribbon gently around her wrist, the cabin seemed to brighten, and the treasures on the table glowed together: journals, prayer stone, compass, and now the ribbon of joy. Grandpa George smiled proudly, saying, "That's my girl." With a heart full of love and connection, Olivia realized she had found another treasure in her family's legacy. The ribbon was not just an object, it was a symbol of joy, a reminder of her great-grandmother's spirit. With each heartbeat, she felt the warmth of her family's history surrounding her, guiding her into the future. In that moment, Olivia understood that joy was something she could carry with her, just like the ribbon on her wrist. Another treasure found, another piece of Grandpa's legacy revealed, a thread weaving past and present into a tapestry of love and happiness. The cabin glowed softly as the 4 treasures lay on the table: Harlow's journals, Makia's prayer stone, Caleb's compass, and Olivia's golden ribbon. Grandma Mary smiled at her grandchildren, her warmth radiating love as she said, "Look at what you found. Each treasure chosen just for you." The kids stood side by side, their treasures shimmering like tiny stars, each holding a piece of their hearts. As they admired their finds, the creaking of Grandpa George's rocking chair interrupted the moment. This time, it didn't call just one child, it beckoned all 4. Leaning forward, Grandpa George's voice was inviting, "Come closer, all of you. There's one last treasure. And it belongs to everyone." The children approached with curiosity. Grandpa tapped the side of his rocking chair, revealing a small wooden drawer that had gone unnoticed. The drawer slid open to reveal a hand-carved wooden cross, smooth and polished from years of love. Olivia gazed at it in awe, whispering, "It's beautiful." Grandma Mary lifted the cross gently, her eyes sparkling with emotion as she explained, "This cross is the heart of our family. It reminds us that no matter where life takes you, Jesus walks with you." Grandpa George added, his voice steady and full of love, You each have your own treasure. But this one ties them all together. The children gathered around the cross, placing their hands on it, feeling a connection that transcended words. Grandpa George continued, faith, prayer, direction, joy? These are the gifts we pass down to you. With tears in her eyes, Grandma Mary said, this is our legacy. And now, it's yours. As the fire crackled softly in the background, the 5 treasures rested together, the journals, the stone, the compass, the ribbon, and the cross, all symbols of love and guidance. In that little cabin, encircled by warmth and familial affection, the adventure wasn't ending, rather, it was just beginning. Each treasure held a story yet to unfold, and the love within that cabin would guide them on the journeys ahead.